Hey guys, on this podcast, I share how do you deal with difficult people that have burned you, insulted you, really just have made your life horrible in some way? How do you deal with them on a daily or regular basis so that you don't get lost in who you are, but still can find happiness? I think you'll enjoy this. This touched me pretty deeply. I have a number of personal examples here, but I wanted to share this, and I think you'll be able to apply this right away. Welcome to Our Best Self, a discussion, sharing forum to help you see habits and practices that will lead to your happiness and success personally and professionally. Mental strength, happiness, health, business success, and the gamut at large. Welcome back. So today I want to share a lesson where I was working with a colleague, and he was sharing the challenges of working with difficult people and how do you and I navigate through that, and how can we be our best self in those moments. We all deal with people that we honestly have been burned. They were rude to us. They may have stolen things, harmed us, doing, just probably all the things that we would hope no one ever does to us. Yet day in and day out, we might see them. We might have to work with them. We might have to interact with them. Maybe they are a part of our business, a large organization. Maybe they're part of a school if we're in college. Maybe they are, an ex, and you have an obligation and desire to maintain and sustain that relationship, no matter what your past is all about. And, I have these problems. I have these people in my life, just like everyone. I can't think of one person who does not share the challenge of having met someone that maybe disagreed with them, but more so that put them in a position where they were harmed, where they were derogatory to you. Maybe they insulted your integrity. Maybe they're just mean-spirited, and day in and day out, you're just being bombarded with this negativity. Now, if we cannot escape these situations and these people, then we have to deal with them, right? And, for me, I have created two specific, I would say, behaviors that have really helped me, right? Having, been divorced and us having a beautiful daughter together, right? Like, we need to sustain and have a really good working relationship together, no matter what has happened in the past. I work with people that literally yell at people on the phone, but they're running an important business, and that's just the culture that they allow. And I might disagree. I might say it's toxic, and I might have all these feelings around it. But at the end of the day, if I want to proceed forward, if I want to help the people that I work for, my customers, and really just have an impact, I have to be able to work with these people. And so when my colleague came up to me and said, how can I work with these people? Like, how should I proceed? I thought about it, and I narrowed it, as I said, to two fundamental ideas. The first is kindness. You and I must lead with kindness. And I don't mean in a naive sense in that you should just, be kind and just allow this behavior all around you. Instead, I mean, you should behave and lead and be the person that you feel is the best version of you. And you're the only judge of that, right? Nobody else knows what is happening in your life. No one else can measure you or judge you. Only you can do that. And so when I say lead with kindness, I honestly mean when you're having these conversations, be your true self, right? Don't change who you are simply because this one person or this situation or these people have a different culture where they tolerate this negative behavior or the derogatory behavior or just poor working, relationship or whatever your history is with them, whether they burned you, they've done something to you in the past. You need to be you. Because if you're not you, if you're not leading with kindness and being your best self, then are you really now judging them, or are you the one that maybe needs to reflect on that position? But I think when we are our best self, when we are kind, when we lead forward and we behave authentically with those people, no matter what, we're going to attract similar people, which we always want. We always want to bring in those who have that great quality and of teamwork, camaraderie, kindness, and just doing good in the world. And if you do that every day, then you'll be able to sleep well, and you'll find that it will all work out, right? Those people will all settle out the way it should. And maybe you're that beacon that will help them become their best self. And then the other side of it is I like to invest and give to people to help them along the way. And the second one's much simpler, right? It's listening. It's hearing what people need, right? Think about the people that you interact with, that are in your group or your business or your neighborhood, people that you interact with. Maybe you don't need anything from them, but if you happen, in my case, you walk past their desk, or you see them maybe at the gym, the coffee shop, and you hear something that they're trying to accomplish, try to offer your help. Try to give them say hello, say good morning. Sometimes I like to bring people coffee just randomly because they say they like good coffee and that's a specific kind they like. And I try to remember it. And when I have the opportunity, I bring it to them. Think about people reading, what they're traveling, maybe what their kids are doing. Try to invest without expectations, meaning that I want you to simply just offer to help them and actually help them. One of the things I like to do that I have practiced is simply asking, how can I help? It's a simple phrase, but when you don't want anything and you honestly approach someone, call them, text them, whatever, and you say, how can I help you? Or what value can I give to you for, us just engaging today? It's powerful. You will make an impact at some point. And so I really think those two things help. And that's what I shared. I shared be authentic and kind, be your true self, right? Don't play to the game, the field that you're on with this negativity, right? Because ultimately you will not be there long term. You'll either leave the organization, that person will leave, and the ecosystem will change towards a more team-focused culture. And the second is just invest and give kindness. Don't expect anything in return. Offer to help and see what happens. And so I shared those two ideas. It really resonated with him, which is why I wanted to put down that more clearly here in this format. And I think that if you apply this to your life and your challenges, I think you will find that not only are you able to sleep better at night, that you will be your true self, you'll also change the organization and the people you're around naturally just by your behaviors. And number two, you're going to help people that need help. And at some point, it's going to make a difference in their life. And isn't that what it's all about? So I wish you all the best and be kind despite all the trials. For those of you who want to maintain that relationship and build there, and let's make our best self from there. So that's it. Have an awesome day. I love you all. Thank you for listening to Our Best Self podcast. This is a passion project where I'm sharing the daily writings and studies from around the world and best that I can find for you.